Hey guys, in this video I'll be talking about RESTful API and GraphQL. I know most developers are not really familiar with GraphQL. Most developers are very familiar, much familiar with RESTful API. But in this video, I will basically be explaining what GraphQL is and what RESTful API is and their use cases. So what is REST API? REST API basically is an architectural style used in developing network application. It basically allows communication between the client, which is the front end, and the back end, which is basically the server. So how does REST API works? So in REST API, the client basically make an HTTP request to the server, which is the back end. Either a post request, a get request, a put request, or a delete request, and then the server returns a response back to the client, which is always in a JSON format. We have some RESTful API principles here. So each request is independent, and also each request has their unique URL, just like users, product, post, transactions, and so on, depending on what you are building at that particular point in time. Also, there are some standard HTTP methods used in RESTful API, just like I mentioned earlier. We have posts, we have patch, we have delete, we have get, and so on and so forth, depending on what you want to build. And also each HTTP method has their use cases. But there's a common issue with REST API. There's always an overfetch and underfetch issue when you are using a RESTful API. So overfetch means you are fetching more than you need at that particular point in time, and underfetch means you are not fetching up to what you need at that particular point in time. It's a very common issue in RESTful API. You will always underfetch or overfetch. Moving on to GraphQL. GraphQL is a query language for API developed by Facebook, which allows clients to ask for exactly what they want. There is no issue of overfetch and underfetch. And also GraphQL you need just only one URL. Basically, you don't need to have multiple URLs just like we have in RESTful API. A single URL is okay for you to query out data in the backend if you've configured it correctly at the backend based on what you want and what you need at a particular point in time. For example, let's say you want to get users details and you don't need basically the age, the phone number, you just need the email address and the name. You can basically query it out exactly and get those information. So basically GraphQL solves the issue of overfetch and underfetch we are having using RESTful API. I hope I'm able to explain what GraphQL and also what RESTful API means in this video. Please guys, don't forget to like, share, and follow for more content. See you guys in the next video.